All right, and welcome everybody. Today is Friday, July 16th. This is the mj&ty podcast show. This is the this is the first time we've ever recorded on a Friday.
Hey, do you want to do Fridays and Thursdays,
Uh
or shall we live stream on Fridays? Because I have the voting poll that we put up.
um let's just see. Let's
Let's
wait and
just
see.
say,
Okay, so today we've got we've got a situation, or we're talking about a situation that's not quite what we usually talk about here. I
we
mean,
talk about serious stuff, so don't say
that is true. We did talk about death last week.
yes, which was very sad, and we had to make it short. Sorry,
Yeah.
our viewers.
So, as you can all tell by the title, we are Trevor Bauer, or who's a starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, is in some pretty hot water right now. He now because he's he's been accused of domestic violence and rape, and oof. And so, for those of you who have not been paying attention to the Trevor Bauer situation, he's been accused of domestic violence and rape, from two encounters that started off consensual, and mm, it's a long situation that I'm gonna lay out to you right now. So, so there, so there's this woman, and who used to work for the San Diego Padres, who's a rival team of the Los Angeles Dodgers, of which Trevor Bauer plays for. And this this woman, and it, and her name her name is um ah. So this woman's name is Miss Hill, and she used to work for the San Diego Padres, and during her tenure there, she had a sexual relationship with one of the players, Fernando Tatis Jr. And it was because of that relationship that she had to leave the Padres, and she said to her friend, who made this part of the conversation public, by the way, that she was going to go She said that she was gonna go over to Trevor for Bauer's house and try to mess with his head and find sticky substances that he has been using to doctor the baseball. And as I'm sure many of you are aware, especially if you watched our video on this, the MLB is cracking down on pitchers using sticky substances to get a better grip on the ball. And so she was trying to smear Trevor for his name by trying to by searching for evidence that he's cheating. And so she had encounters with Trevor twice, and it seems like when they, to me at least, when they met up or when they agreed to meet up, they didn't establish many boundaries for what they wanted. She said that she wanted it really rough and Trevor for went really rough, and apparently that sent her to the hospital, and now she has a restraining order against Bauer. She is taking Bauer to court, and this entire situation is being investigated. This entire situation is being investigated by the Pasadena Police Department and the MLB itself, and currently, until the investigation is over, it appears that Trevor will not be allowed to return to the field. There's an awful lot to unpack there. Yeah. And for those of you who have seen my videos that I've made on my other channel, you all know exactly where I stand, and I do not agree with or I do not agree with what this woman is doing to someone. What are your thoughts, Ty?
So my thoughts on it, let me, like, when you can agree with me because we both play sports. You play baseball, I play basketball.
Yeah.
So when you're like a big name in sports, you're a big name. So like I don't wanna I don't want our I I'm trying to figure out how to say it the right way. But you know, I think I totally agree with you. And I totally saw your video the other day, and I agree where you stand about this. But when you're a big name,
people are gonna mess with you.
Like, they're going to pick at you because you're a big name. And I think that hurts his team. I think it hurts the Dodgers, right? Does he play for the Dodgers?
Oh, it definitely
That
hurts
hurts the
Dodgers.
Dodgers,
That
his
was the point.
team.
That was the point of her doing this.
What you're saying? Can I just agree with you? But like when you're a big name, you know, somebody else is trying to make a name
Right.
out of their self for themselves. But the thing is, like, I think I totally agree with you, and I totally like this isn't right. Um, it's just not right for you know, like I was going to do a video on my part about this, um, on my channel, but I didn't. But this is my take. Like this isn't right, even though you know he's a big name right now, and this is a top story, and we have to discuss this. It's just not right.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with all that you said, and all. I totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Something else this friend mentioned about Miss Hill is apparently Miss Hill is a known gold digger, and well, considering the fact that she slept with Fernando Tatis Jr. and had this relationship with Bauer. I wouldn't be surprised if she was trying to make a decent chunk of change.
All right. So I totally agree with you there.
Yep.
Um, like I'm just going to say this: you don't want to be with one of those. You know, do you totally agree with me?
Oh, just a side note. Trevor Bauer is currently the highest paid player in the MLB right now. He's making $40 million this year.
Wait, I thought, what's his name? What's his name? I thought, is it Bryce Harper that I'm thinking?
Um,
It's
I
not that. It's not that. It's gotta be.
you're,
I'm not, I can't. His name
no,
is. Um,
you're you're probably thinking of Mike Trout.
yeah.
Yeah. I think yearly on a yearly salary though, so I I am 99% sure that Bauer is making more. Let me check on that right now.
Should we talk about? Did you hear about that baseball injury?
Um, oh, looks like I am completely wrong, and Mike Trout is the is the highest paid player on based on the yearly salary. Well,
So I guess I was right.
you got that. You got that one right.
I guess I was right, man. I guess I was right.
You guys can completely forget about what I said about me saying that Bauer is making $40 million. He is making $28 million in 2021, and that's
That's
still a
like
pretty. That's still a chunk of change. Still a pretty chunk of change.
that's like a big chunk of change.
Yeah, it's enough for him to drive a McLaren around without any concern.
Hey, he's making more money than us. He's making more money than us.
He's making more money than we'll probably ever see.
Uh, really?
Well, let's just see about that. Actually,
Let's just see about that when our channel grows.
yep. All right, that's gonna do it for today's episode of the mj&ty podcast show. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like and leave a comment. You can even leave a hateful comment. We'll still see it. We
We'll
might not
still
appreciate
see
it as
it
much,
and
but
keep
we'll
an
see it.
eye on who puts a hate comment.
No matter what type of comment you leave, it'll boost our channel's interaction, so it's all good. Anyways, if you have something you would like us to talk about, you can submit that. You can write that in the comments. I almost said in the comics.
You say, oh my god.
Yeah, if you have a topic
Oh
for
my,
us,
can you
leave it
talk to me?
leave it in the comments section. Tweet it to us. We'll see it. Heck, if you can even find our email, you can write it there.
Uh,
Anyways, we'll see you all next week. Keep your heads in the game.